Hello peeps, it's the Hillbilly Halfwit. How are you today? I thought I'd put in this extra one. This is going to be a funny story from my time on the timber, and it was about Llanidloes Christmas tree. Now at this time I was working on the timber with a few of my mates. I won't mention who it was, but we were working just up the road from this one gang, and there was another of the gang working below us, and they were doing first thin-ins with County 1164s. So they were skidding out the trees using the winches on the back out of the rows, to thinning the timber out in the racks of the trees that was left standing. They were towing them out to the road with the bows on, and then a stroke processor, which is basically an older version of what a forestry harvester is now, was taking the bows off and cutting them up into bits. So this one day now, we were working up the road. I wasn't on the site at this time. My friend told me this yesterday, and I remembered instantly about it. It was coming up to Christmas time, and llany people had decided they were going to have this Christmas tree, and they had all these officials up there picking this special Christmas tree, and they'd picked this special Christmas tree. It took them ages to decide how great it all was. I wasn't there. None of the rest was there. And then one of the lorry drivers, I'm not sure was it Coates or not, from llany, picked it up, and he was going to put it on top of a load of timber that he was taking back down to llany, so it wasn't damaged. So what happened, see, he went up there, he picked up this tree, put it in the empty bay of a lorry at the back really carefully, and then drove really quietly down to the gang just below us. Sorry, I was spat there. Drove really carefully, not to damage this thing, down to the gang below us, where he had to put a load of timber on, and then well, not a full load, but a 3/4 load, and then he was going to rest the tree gently on the top of the timber so it didn't get damaged, so it could be put up as a Christmas tree. So all went grand. He went up the road, he picked this Christmas tree up that they picked and put it on the back, drove down to the next gang below me. They were quite a mad bunch, like. Two of my mates were in there, serious mad. And he pulled up just a bit back from the stack, and he lifted the Christmas tree for llany really gently and put it into the ditch so none of the boughs would break or anything. And then he proceeded, he drove a little bit further down, and he started to load up with stakes or whatever off the side of the road. But unbeknownst to the other lads, this had all happened. They'd heard he was coming down there, but one of my friends who was touching an 1164 come tearing out the wood like an absolute lunatic with a load of trees on the back, and drove straight over top of this tree, smashed the top off, actually slaughtered this tree, because he overtook a lorry, and he drove all the way over as he passed the lorry, took all the branches off, broke the top off, completely destroyed this tree. This thing that they'd spent ages picking. So then ensued a hell of a row with the lorry driver and everybody, and my mates were laughing their heads off, to be quite honest with you. They thought it was brilliant. What are we going to do? I'm going to get in big trouble now. How are we going to do this? So my friend said, let's go up around the corner and just cut one. So they went up round the corner and they just cut a random tree by the side of the road, just anything they could see that looked reasonably okay, and never said nothing about it. And I think it was Coatsy, I'm not 100% sure, took this tree, put it on the lorry, took it down there to llany, and they put it up as a Christmas tree, and nobody knew nothing about it. Everybody was there. What a fantastic Christmas tree this was. I remember picking that. They were all going, all these top officials. Oh, I remember picking that. It was a beauty. Little did they know, my friend had just cut it randomly at the side of the wood and they didn't give a toss what it looked like. And it was better than one the other ones picked. So, that's the Christmas story for today. So, it's funny how random stories just come up into my head, or if I've been talking to a friend of mine, and me and my friend was talking yesterday, and that one just popped up. And he was involved in it. You probably know who he is. But I'm not mentioning any names. So, please subscribe. All the best, Gaz.